Hello there guys, and this is Q&A. So the first question comes from Jackie. Would you eventually make a squad/platoon? It seems you are high up enough to make a KOTV platoon. Well, you probably have not played long enough with KOTV, nor FVK especially, because in FVK time I led a lot of platoons and my own was called Legion, so in case you see KOTV Legion running somewhere in future, join it, I'll be leading it for sure. Of course, for squads, I was leading some squads specially dedicated for having only infiltrators in it, either snipers or close range or mid-range fighters, whichever you want. And so we were fighting in Esmir, Amrish or Indar, wherever we could find some good fights and just have fun with it. In the future, probably I'm gonna lead other interesting squads that are filled with only one type of class, or even squads that are dedicated for having air support for other platoons, like air squads as we call them, or air platoons even. The next questions come from Skytech. Who is the best player in KOTV? Well, that's you, of course. How long do you play games, especially FPS? By this question you probably wanted to ask for how long I have been playing all the games, or FPS in particular. Well, my first game I played on 1998, I believe it was on PC, on friend's machine, so yeah, at the time I did not have any consoles nor PC on my own. Anyways, the game was called, and is still, Duke Nukem 3D. It's my favorite of all games, and I still love the character. I believe he's the king of the FPS, so all hail Duke. Anyways, it's not like I'm playing FPS a lot. I like to play a good racer game too, like Need for Speed Underground 2, which is my favorite. But I play also, besides that, Command & Conquer Kane's Wrath with my friend, and it's my favorite of all of them. Of course, it happens that I play StarCraft 2, and there are a lot of different types of games that I enjoy playing, not only FPS, nor the popular genres like RTS or Racer. And here's a question from Jerry. What do you think about future of PlanetSide 2, and what would you change if you had an opportunity? And so in future I think that PlanetSide will definitely evolve and become more suitable for lower end machines, that is performance tweaking and increasing the amount of, players in one map on the server or whatever they have there. Of course, introducing new weapons, vehicles, and continents, of course. This is as usual. Of course, camouflages also, don't forget those. But I believe that this game, since it can host a lot of people, and it is hosting already, it will attract more professional players, it will attract more team-working players, which will mean that eventually the best gameplay we'll have on any game will be in PlanetSide, I believe, with hundreds and hundreds fighting over one scrappy piece of land, like, well, it used to be Crown, but now it's, well, somewhere else. However, yeah, it's very uncertain what will happen with PlanetSide. If developers will continue supporting it and, well, increasing its, well, efficiency and keeping those bugs at bay, well, yeah, this game could achieve new heights for FPS. But if I could change anything, anything at all, well, first things first, I would make interface like, well, maybe completely like in Counter-Strike or any other old school games which responded to your button pressing instantaneously, which meant better, well, gameplay, since you could do everything correctly and it was up to you to decide how fast you want to switch your weapons or everything else. So it was up to your skill, not your lag, to dictate the rules of the game. Next thing, I would make a definitely so low-end graphics and so low-end everything, so everyone could play it. Like even, I don't know, 10 years old computer could run it if internet was fast enough. So maybe that would definitely help. Who knows? Also, there could probably be more continents, more and more people playing in one server. And again, question from Jerry. Do you think there are analogs for PlanetSide 2, and what do you think differs it from other games? Well, PlanetSide differs from other games only by having a lot of people playing in one server, and that's it. Everything else is also previously done in other games, so there's nothing else that this game actually exceeds on, besides the numerous players playing on one server. And next he asks, are you going to expand your work area, for example edits or different stuff? And what you are going to do when you finish with your guide video line? Well, the thing is, as for guide videos, well, I kinda like to make them and enlighten some people. They are kinda great way for myself to well, enrich my language of English. However, besides the guides, I kinda want to make some different either comedy videos if I think of any, and maybe some epic edits. I don't know, I don't really like to make frag videos because those are lame, and Counter-Strike noobs have been doing this for a fucking long time, and it's just dull, well, at this point at least. I don't know, time will just show what I'll make, and not certain what it will be. So next question comes from LexV. What equipment should I use that you recommend for any class to kill enemies slowly with stealth? Well, first things first, stealth means that you have to keep out of the sight and, well, not get discovered. So that's the first thing you must do with any class. For example, with Max, it might not be so easy, but, well, it's possible to do. Of course, for weapons, you should use a silencer for any weapon to be silent and not get discovered instantaneously. But other than that, just keep on running and keep on hiding until you, well, get your target one by one. And well, for slow killing, probably use pistol if you want. But yeah, that wouldn't be so sporty after all. Or maybe it would. Question from Monkey Chops. What scope should I get for my bolt-action sniper rifles? Parallax 10 XM98, apart from the 12x zoom and default 6x zoom. And when should I use what scope? I use 12x zoom for all my sniper rifles, and I don't use 6x anymore. Well, the thing is, eventually with any scope you will get well, kinda cozy, and eventually you'll just settle for it and understand how it works, and, well, it will just take time until you adapt to it. So it's just suggestible that you pick up whichever scope you think will do the job and go for it. Unless you feel uncomfortable with it, then just I'll try something else until you find something, because for every person it's different. I adapted to 12x zoom because I liked that I could see enemies in far. So, I did not like that I could not hit enemies closer, but, well, I adapted. And now I can hit anyone in, well, any range in the head. Well, unless he's moving very fast. Next he asks about silenced semi-automatic rifles, and if they are good for mid-range, and what attachments should be used. So the first things first, of course all semi-automatic rifles do not have this bullet drop, which makes them quite easy to use. Remember, the silencer will reduce bullet speed, which will mean that you'll have to, well, compensate for this slower bullet. But definitely it is a very valuable option for mid-range fighting. You'll be unnoticed, well, unless enemy spots you. If you're infiltrator, then just cloak and decloak and your spot will, well, vanish. However, using 6x scope will probably increase your chances of hitting enemies, but will reduce your fighting ability in close range. So I would definitely recommend you to use simply 4x zoom scope or 3.4 zoom scope, in case you like it better. In case you're using silencer, I would recommend you to look at compressor one more time and decide if you want more accuracy or be silent. Besides that, I would definitely recommend you to equip your rifle with forward grip, which will increase your accuracy. Not much, but enough. And as for snipers on mid-range, Spectre might not be the best one, but then again it's not good for anything almost. And well, Phantom might be your guy, who knows. You just have to test these two weapons out and well, pick whichever you think would do the job. A question from Facebag. What's the plan to improve discipline in our outfit? In our outfit, in case somebody is really annoying, we kick him. And so he probably will learn that he should not do this again. And if he doesn't, he's not welcome back. But to improve overall the whole discipline on our outfit, we usually just make our platoons, we go into fights, and our platoon leaders are usually telling our troops what to do, how to do it, and yeah, in case somebody have questions, any questions at all, we always try to answer them as best as we can. And no, the thing is, there are no stupid questions, just ask them and you will receive answers. So don't be scared, we are all noobs at some time. So we'll do our best to help and therefore improve your skills and of course from that your discipline. As Petaful asks, how did you meet Mad Almog and Chicken Curries? Who gave the idea and how was the original FVK outfit created? So as for FVK outfit, I'm not quite sure how it was created, but I do know that it was created by one guy who, well, get acquainted with Mad and Chicken, so basically Chicken and Mad, of course, made the outfit more popular and mass invited everyone, so it became much bigger and larger and stronger, while the original creator vanished for, well, I don't know, a long time and then came back, basically demanded to be in charge of everything so he could run everything by his well, ideas, and Chicken and Mad said fuck this and made KOTV. So that's kind of a short story version of what happened. How did I met Chicken and how did I met Mad? First, of course, I met Mad. The thing is, at the time I was planning to make my own outfit called YMK, kinda acronym for my name, but there was nothing else I could think of. So yeah, I thought to make it, but well, I made it, but didn't really know how to lead the outfit, and all I did was basically make a public platoon for everyone to come and play with me, and well, I was talking, of course, so eventually I kinda stepped on in the same platoon, or Mad came in my platoon and basically started talking, and then we basically hit it off, and eventually I decided to join FVK, and well, and everything else is a history. As for Chicken, it was quite simple. I met him while he was platoon leading, and I basically joined one of his squads, and of course Mad was also there, so Mad introduced me to Chicken, and yeah, I was at that time leading a squad for him, and that's short version. Well guys, as you can see, this channel, my channel, has changed its view. It's because of YouTube's pressure, and basically YouTube placed everyone's YouTube channel as a form of this. So yeah, there's nothing I can do, and yeah, I only can say a few things about it. Those dip. If I could find the guy who made this piece of I'm gonna shove some up his then some up his ass. And it seems to me that YouTube just wants to us all up and basically ruin our days. Probably it's led by some or something, I don't know. Just to simply conclude, I do not like this outlook of new YouTube's design.